Hello! All right, friends. Fourth guy in line, back with another review. This is another Lego review. This one is of set number 75094, the Imperial Shuttle Tydirium, 937 pieces. So, I've been really impressed with this set anytime I've seen it, and I haven't had a chance to pick it up. So, I finally decided to pick it up this past weekend. Let me start with the fact that this was a really fun build. I really just really enjoyed building it. Not only because a massive tornado had just passed us, and so I was relieved when I sat down to build it, but also the build of it was really was intricate. It had some really neat ways of accomplishing its goals, and was just really fun. And the end result you can't beat. So as you can see, this is the front of the box. This is still that Rebels style packaging. You can tell from that helmet in the upper right hand corner. So we've got that typical Rebels packaging, nice dramatic picture of the shuttle Tydirium. This is the minifigures these are the minifigures that come with it: Chewbacca, Leia, Han Solo, Endor Rebel Trooper, and another Endor Rebel Trooper. Not the same Rebel Troopers though, and I'll show you that. They had some nice differences with those. Typical back, just a lot of the play features, some nice action shots, but pretty much what we've come to expect from Lego. Top is, of course, another shot of the figures, and then the bottom, just your typical Star Wars logo. So let's take a look at the actual ship. Okay, so there was kind of a weird edit there, and let me address that. You may have heard the sound of Lego shattering apart right before the camera cut. That's because I tried to pick this up. So let me tell you the big negative to this particular Lego set before we get into the positives and all the ups and downs of it. This is one of those Lego sets that kind of needs to live where you put it. It's not. I'm not saying that it's fragile. I will say that it's surprisingly heavy for its size. It has a lot of pieces built into some small spots, and there's no real easy way to grab it where you're not going to run the risk of the thing falling apart. So that's just my word of warning. I love this kit. I'm not playing with them, so that's the fact that it has to be displayed is fine. But if you're buying this for a child that you think would play with it, kid's probably going to spend more time repairing it than playing with it. So now that that's out of the way, let's take a look at the ship. It's terrific. They really came out with a great look for this shuttle. I think it looks fantastic. It was really fun to build. All of this kind of off-white just really looks great in person. On camera, it comes across a little dingy, but it really does look great in person. Let me go through a couple of the features with you. You've got an opening cockpit. Of course, we all know that there should be a gangplank underneath the cockpit. There isn't. Of course, how are you going to fit that? I have a tendency in the cockpit to put Luke Skywalker. Han Solo, so he can tell Chewie to fly casual. I don't know if this is a new Chewie or not. It looks very similar to the one that I already have that came with the Millennium Falcon, but we like seeing Han in his camo gear. When we turn the ship to its side, and I'm just going to put the wing down for a second, you can see that these little side panels open up, and inside we have one of the Rebel troopers. I love this guy. I just like his beard. He's just got a cool beard. These are, I believe, yeah, one-sided. It's got a very serious look to him, very serious beard. Wonderful print on the actual uniform. Looks terrific, and the hat just really looks like the Endor Strike Team. We see some storage for one of the flick fire missiles. I'll get to the flick fire missiles in a minute. We also have some storage inside this little trunk, which, because it's Lego on Lego, makes it kind of hard. You've got some thermal detonators in there, some of the blasters, and little cookies that Leia can give to Wicket if you have a Wicket, Lego Wicket laying around. So we're going to go ahead and close this side up, and we'll fold that wing up. And then we're going to spin it around to the other side and put this wing down. And we'll take a look. And in here you can see that we have another Rebel Trooper. Different face, no beard. He is not the hipster Rebel Trooper. And you got your helmet, typical Lego blaster. Nice, nice print again. Nice print on the pants. And then finally, you've got Leia, who, for starters, looks great. She just has this really cool Leia. I found that the Lego minifigure Leia's always look really neat, and the fact that she has a fabric poncho is also really cool. Small blaster. You can see the uniform print underneath, and then just for giggles, we can give her helmet, her scary helmet that when she takes it off, it scares poor Wicket. So that's the minifigs, and let me see if I can get a shot of the interior. It's a little hard, but you might be able to see way back in there. There's a view screen that's got a sticker on it. Makes it so you can see battle plans. You've got storage for a backpack, extra weapons. Here's Chewie's crossbow, or bowcaster, sorry. And then we've got some more storage for the flick fire missiles. I don't like flick fire missiles. I understand that they're a necessary evil for play for kids. I don't like the flick fire missiles, nor do I like the little bolt launchers, the little Lego stud launchers that they have now. I'm just not a fan of things that fire, just because it makes it easier to lose. But you can see that the flick fire missiles are well integrated, and even the button to fire them, which is right here, this little piece of white right here, is the button to fire them. So that does actually a really good job. It's well concealed. So on the back, I'm going to have to gently tilt it. On the bottom, you see we have landing gear that goes forward, goes back to retract, and goes forward. This landing gear is just, like right now, it just fell apart. The landing gear just doesn't seem to handle the stress of being landing gear very well. And then we have a loading ramp underneath that goes into that interior cabin. When it comes to the landing gear, I reread the instructions over and over and over again, and I cannot figure out where I went wrong. But the landing gear did not have a stop. It would just keep going forward until it pressured against this front plate, and then the bottom of the ship would fall off. So what I did is I put a little black peg there to keep it from sliding forward. Now, I've looked at the instructions a couple of times, and I have not been able to figure out what I missed, or if that's a design flaw, and you just need to think to put a black peg there. I don't know. So again, that could be builder error. I couldn't find where in the instructions I was going wrong. So if you built one and you know where I went wrong, that would be great. Please tell me where I'm wrong, internet. So, and here's the back. Thrusters look great. The rear cannons look great. From every angle, the thing looks fantastic. It's a shame that it's so fragile. So here, the last piece is me trying to show you how to fold the wings down. Let's see if I can do this without any major tragedies. So I'm just going to put the landing gear up because otherwise it conflicts with the wings. And then I can't even get it far enough away to get it on camera. And that looks really, really cool. I wish it had come with a display stand. I'm actually building a wooden one so that we can display it in flight. Let me see if I can get it to set down like that. I'm going to regret this. I know it. Kind of. So, there you go. Boy, I realize I need another studio light. This really shows off I've got a bright side and a dark side. Oh, like Star Wars. Look at that. So this is the Lego Shuttle. Again, I love it. I think it's beautiful. I think it's a fantastic design. I think it was built really well. Not built really well because I built it, so that's just complimenting myself. I think it's a really fun build. I think when you're putting things together and like you're building it, it just, it's one of those things where you slowly see it come together and it gets really, really exciting. Just probably my favorite Lego set that I've gotten. I mean, I have the AT-AT, I have the Millennium Falcon, I have Ghostbusters. I mean, I have a lot of Lego sets that I've picked up, and this one is by far my favorite one to build. Just don't try to move it. So that's that's my takeaway from this ship. It's $99.99 at most retailers. It is becoming harder to find. So you may have to order it directly from Lego. I had to go to like 6 different stores to find it. I did finally find it at a Walmart. But yeah, it was not super easy to find. Even but they do still have them available for direct order from Lego. So, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed this review of the Shuttle Tydirium Lego set, and look forward to more reviews from Fourth Kind Line. Be sure to hit subscribe or like, or both.